Have you ever wondered what life would be like if the internet was never invented? It sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? Right now, over 5 billion of us are connected, sharing, learning, and living our lives online. But what if that digital world, that entire universe of information just vanished? Or better yet, what if it never existed in the first place? Let's turn back the clock and explore a reality without the web. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Imagine waking up tomorrow. You reach for your phone, but there are no notifications, no new emails, no messages from friends, no social media feeds to scroll through. To talk to someone, you'd have to actually pick up the phone and call them. For longer messages, you'd write a letter, put a stamp on it, and drop it in a mailbox, waiting days or even weeks for a reply. Businesses would rely on fax machines, sending documents over phone lines with that iconic screeching sound. What about entertainment? Your evenings wouldn't be spent binge-watching your favorite series on Netflix or falling down a YouTube rabbit hole. Instead, you'd gather around the television, flipping through a limited number of channels, your viewing schedule dictated by the network. Or maybe you'd listen to the radio, hoping to catch your favorite song. For movies, you'd head to Blockbuster to rent a DVD or VHS tape. And how would you get your news? From the morning paper, delivered to your doorstep, or the evening news broadcast? Information would come to you, not the other way around. Now let's think bigger about society and culture. Without social media, the very concept of an influencer wouldn't exist. There would be no viral trends, no memes spreading like wildfire across the globe. Cultural moments would be more local, more fragmented. The way we learn would be completely different too. Students wouldn't have Google or Wikipedia at their fingertips. Research would mean spending hours in a library, poring over encyclopedias, card catalogs, and dusty books to find the information you need. Education would be a physical journey, not a digital one. Knowledge would be a treasure you had to actively hunt for, not something readily available with a few keystrokes. The economic landscape would be unrecognizable. Giants like Amazon, eBay, and AliExpress simply wouldn't exist. Shopping would mean going to physical stores, browsing aisles, and interacting with cashiers. Online banking? Forget about it. You'd have to visit a bank branch to manage your money, standing in line to deposit a check or make a transfer. Entire industries that power our modern world would be gone. There would be no app developers, no streaming services, no cloud computing, no online gaming empires. The tech sector would look radically different, and globalization itself would move at a snail's pace. Without the instant connection the internet provides, international business and collaboration would be slow, cumbersome, and incredibly expensive. The political and historical implications are just as staggering. Think about major global events from the last couple of decades. The Arab Spring, for instance, was fueled by social media, allowing protesters to organize and share their stories with the world in real time. Without Twitter and Facebook, would such movements have gained the same momentum? Probably not. Governments and traditional media outlets would remain the primary gatekeepers of information. They would have far more control over the narratives we see and hear. News of major world events, from political upheavals to natural disasters, would take days or even weeks to spread globally, robbing us of the immediate shared experience we've grown accustomed to. We would be less aware of the world beyond our own borders. So, would this world without the internet be a utopia or a dystopia? Let's weigh the pros and cons. On the positive side, we might see a significant drop in screen addiction. People would likely spend more time interacting face-to-face, building deeper, more tangible connections with their communities. Life might move at a slower, more deliberate pace. Perhaps we'd be less anxious, less overwhelmed by the constant barrage of information and the pressure to be always on. It could be a calmer, more present existence, but the downsides are immense. We'd lose an incredible engine for innovation and global collaboration. Scientists, artists, and entrepreneurs would be unable to connect and share ideas with the same ease. Access to knowledge and education would be severely limited, creating a wider gap between the information-rich and the information-poor. Opportunities for self-learning, for starting a business from your bedroom, for connecting with people who share your niche interests. All of that would disappear. We would be living in smaller, more isolated worlds. In the end, a world without the internet might be quieter and perhaps less stressful in some ways, but it would also be far less connected, less informed, and less innovative. The internet is a double-edged sword, for sure, but its creation has undeniably accelerated human progress and connected us in ways we never thought possible. It has democratized information and given a voice to billions. So, what do you think? Would life be better or worse without the internet? Would you trade our hyper-connected world for a slower, simpler one? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm really curious to hear your perspective. And if you enjoyed this journey into a world that never was, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more what-if scenarios. Thanks for watching.